Hola, Annie Rockers. I am back with another episode of Red. I believe this is episode 5, chapter 5 of Red, R-E-D, the MJ fanfic. Yes, I'm wearing the same outfit as the last episode. You wanna know why? Because I'm doing it back to back to back, as I explained on the last video. So, quick recap. Our homegirl Mia and her best friend Gabby are talking about the trip to go to watch Michael at Hudson or Houston. I think it's Houston, but I'm not really specific. So, yeah, we're going to find out what happens, and that's what I got to say. So, I'm going to see y'all right after the intro. Guys, I am back, and I'm going to start screen recording right now, and we're going to read Chapter 5, Chocolate. Ooh, chocolate. Let's stop. Okay, so this is the picture. Yeah, not my favorite because this is, I believe, Dangerous era Michael. Like, early Dangerous Michael was fine, but, like, in the middle, maybe not. Okay. It's first class, Mimi. Have you seen this? Gabby's eyes sparkled like fireworks, and she was literally flailing her arms around like an inflatable tube man. That was until one of the stewardess cleared their throats and gave her a glare and told her to sit down in her seat. All right, Gabby mumbled and did what she said. And that's when I squealed out loud, making the same stewardess jump to startle. Chocolate! I exclaimed and pushed past Gabby to secure it from everything breathing in this world. She rolled her eyes and picked up her own, which I immediately snapped out of her hand. That's mine too, I said triumphantly, smirking when my best friend protested. She knew it was no use though, because there was no way I would give up free chocolate without a fight, not even if my life depended on it. My eyes scanned the seats around us to see if there were more delicious treats I could steal, but there were only those two. The lighting is going down. Hold on, guys. There we go. It must be something special from Jake, I muttered, slightly disappointed. Aw, that's adorable. It's like a honeymoon without your new husband. I rolled my eyes. You traded up, though, she grinned and pointed at herself. For the last time, Gabby, I don't have a boyfriend, and I most certainly don't have a fiancé or a husband. I just happen to have a crazy friend I never met who obviously has too much money and desperately wants to get rid of them. I mean, why not donate a little charity? Why not donate a little to charity or something? First of all, Michael does donate to charity. It's just the press doesn't care about that. They care about the drama. If you know, Michael is innocent. That's all I gotta say. Maybe he does already. We look at each other and both frowned. Who has that amount of money and doesn't tell you who he is? Gabby asked at last. I shrugged before I dumped down into the seat closest to the window. Sorry, y'all. It was actually Gabby's place, but who cares? Excuse me. That's my seat. Okay, maybe she did care, but I just gave her an award-winning smile and flared my eyelashes before I stuffed one of the chocolates into my mouth like I was a starved animal. And you could at least have shared a little bit of a little bite, Coco. Now, disclaimer, any kind of adult content language I do not approve of, and I don't want to get monetized for it. It's in the story, YouTube. So yeah. I love that though, Coco or I just laughed at her pouting face. I knew she would cheer up as soon as she got her first glass of wine. Anyways, and since I stole her chocolate, I gladly gave up my glass to her. I wasn't in the mood for drinking anyways. But seriously, are you sure this isn't a genius cover of kidnapping? What? Flown to a place with a lot of people, sleeping at a hotel also with a lot of people, going to a concert with so many people, I stopped counting after 3. Genius my ass. There's a whole lot of witnesses, harebrain. But maybe we won't get that far. Maybe we'll be pushed into a car, believing we're escorted to the hotel, when in reality, getting abducted and brought to a place deep in some scary forest and kept prisoners as sex slaves until we're tortured to death. Gabby, you need to stop watching Criminal Minds. Real life isn't like that. Actually, real life is like that if you mess with the wrong people. But that's I watch Criminal Minds too, so I'm not gonna elaborate. But yeah, said the naive girl on her way to living hell. Hey yo, I just scoffed and stared. Started? Yo, I can't read. I just scoffed and started on my second and last piece of heaven. Stop smacking so loud. Are you trying to register on the richer scale? How rude! I snorted and chewed even louder, adding some morning on top of it. Ew. You're just mad I stole your chocolate. And it was delicious, by the way. Sweet and creamy. Sorry, y'all. If y'all get it, y'all get it. I'm gonna just keep quiet to myself. Oh, she said like your. Oh, I was literally just thinking that. I'm not gonna read it out loud because I want to get. Well, it's education, I guess. Like your boyfriend's sperm when you're paying him back for this. She said under her breath, picking up a cosmetology bin and stuck in the pocket of the seat in front of us. What? I spat, suddenly fiery red and terrified if someone heard her. I'm just saying, I don't think it comes for free, even if he said so. Not true. He knows I can't pay him back, and that was one of the criteria when I accepted this. Can't or won't. I sat back in my seat with a deep frown and crossed my arms. Maybe kidnapping and torturing aren't such a bad alternative after all, I mumbled, and Gabby bursted out laughing. So you volunteered to be a slave just to avoid sucking up your boy. I slapped my hand over Gabby's mouth in horror, but according to the shaking shoulders of people around us, several of them heard. I was actually torn between staying silent about it or shouting out an excuse about my friend having a sexual disorder, but decided that it would just draw more attention to the already illegal amount of embarrassment that filled the room. Then Gabby licked my hand. Gross! I exclaimed and instantly started wiping my palm of my jeans. Honestly, Mia, why are you such a prude when it comes to sexual stuff? Shh! It's a wonderful thing, and you seriously don't know what you're missing out on. Oh! So Miss Girl is a virgin. Okay, Miss Girl. We got you. Purr. Okay, y'all, I'll be right back. I gotta take a break. Okay, I am back. I had to go and help my mom with something, you know. Gotta help the moms out. Hey, gotta help the moms out. Okay, anywho. I literally look like a bougie mom. I don't care. I might dress like this to school. So if y'all whoever's watching this, y'all already know I'm gonna wear it the next day. So, anywho, she stopped at what are you missing out? Well, excuse me for not sleeping around uncritically. I'm trying to maintain some pride, and I bit my tongue and regretted my words as soon as I saw the hurt in Gabby's eyes. I knew fairly well that she was nowhere near being that sort of girl. Sorry, I mumbled and shifted my gaze. The plane was slowly running towards the end of the road, preparing for takeoff. Then we were silent until we were airborne. Gabs, I said and turned to her. I promise to listen up a little, if you promise to stop nagging about it. For real, she beamed, and I nodded, cheeks glowing warm again. Thank God I was black, so people didn't notice much. Oh, yay! I thought she was white. Oh, that sounded so rude. I'm sorry. Okay, let's pause right here. A lot of the MJ fanfics I be reading are mostly about white girls, which I'm not mad at, but it would be nice to have like a Dominican, a black, an Indian, you know. This girl is black. Purr! We love our black girls. Black girl magic. Y'all can't stand it. Okay, let me stop. You're finally getting laid. I nodded again and stared and wait, what? That reference wait, let me reread what I just read. For real, she beamed and I nodded. Cheeks glowing warm again. Thank God I was black so people didn't notice much. You're finally getting laid. I nodded again and I stared at my hands. 3 weeks and I'm on your tail again. 3 weeks and I'm on your tail again. Oh, I get it. So like her friend won't bother her anymore. Got you. I choked and started coughing like crazy. 3 weeks? I croaked out. You can't set a time limit. You can't set a time limit on that. Already did. And you're getting the D before the end of the month. What? Right. The end of the month, that's not 3 weeks. Gabby, that's not fair. I whined, trying to think of 1,000 ways to wiggle myself out of this. Luckily, we got interrupted. The stewardess walked up to us with a fake smile and a rolling table stacked with all kinds of stuff, but my eyes immediately zoomed in on the survival kit. So, already before she got to ask what we would like to eat or drink, I had pointed out the red package in the panic. The bag of Kit Kats. Oh! I love it. This girl's a chocolate lover. Okay, purr. We love chocolate. I couldn't get it fast enough, and Gabby laughed when I hid it between the wall and the seat, away from anyone who dared to try to steal one. As expected, she ordered a glass of white wine and raised her eyebrow when I snapped my fingers and held 2 of them in the air. Oh, 2 candies. 2 glasses of wine, she asked in surprise, and the stewardess gave me a skeptical glance. She still gave me what I demanded, though, and I instantly gulped down half of the first glass. Are you okay? Gabby whispered discreetly as soon as the woman with her stiff, fake smile moved down the aisle. One quick glare from me told my best friend what she needed to know. Then I took another gulp, almost emptying the rest of my wine before I handed the other glass to Gabby. And that's why we're best friends, she chuckled and bumped my shoulder. Leave me and my chocolate alone, I grumbled, opened the bag and ripped the first piece. Oh, normally when girls are addicted to chocolate, we're on our monthly. So it sounds like homegirl's on her monthly. So, dang, and she going to a spa? That means you can't swim. Oh, you know, girls have it rough, y'all. Guys don't understand, but girls have it rough. We make babies and we bleed through our bottoms every month. Like a lot. I'm surprised that we're not dead yet. You know, we lose a lot of blood. A lot of blood. So, I'm surprised. We are living, breathing. We're literally living, breathing machines. So shout out to my women. Anywho, let me continue. Leave me and my chocolate alone, I grumbled, opened the bag and ripped open the first piece. And when the first bite didn't help me to calm my nerves, I took another while scouring around to visually murder anyone who gave us any unwanted attention. Apology accepted, but you're definitely getting the D within the month. I loved Gabby with all my heart, and then some, but her ability to read my mind was sometimes driving me nuts. So the remainder of the trip, we barely spoke, entertaining ourselves with magazines, books, and music, and sleep. I always used to fall asleep to the sound of any kind of motor after about half an hour or so, but today I was convinced that I was never getting any sleep again, ever. Break, whatever. How is it possible to bring that many clothes for a weekend away? I groaned and rolled my eyes at my friend, who clearly struggled with her heavy suitcase and 2 bags. Says the one who brought more shoes than average shoe stores. That's literally me. All I'd be worrying about is my shoes. Like, if my shoes are not on point, my outfit's not on point. I literally care about shoes. That's how I care about my shoes. Anywho, what? I love shoes, I said and gave her a squint. Both of us knew we couldn't go anywhere without the other because I always had to borrow clothes from her, and she was completely helpless without my collection of shoes. Definitely like me and my best friend. Without my fashion advice, she wouldn't look pretty. Oh, sorry, bro. I love you though. Yeah. Now where are the motherfuckers that are going to kidnap us? I said as soon as our luggage was neatly stacked on the trolley. We looked at the little crowd of people holding up posters with names on them, and I couldn't hold back a tiny squirrel when I saw Michael Jackson in large fancy letters next to a picture of him in the full bad outfit. If I'm getting the D, it's gonna be his. Period! I whispered to Gabby, who burst out laughing. Good luck with that, girlie. I promise to help you with that if I can watch. Oh, Gabby! No! Gabby! Or participate, she added, and with her eyebrows knowingly, nuh-uh. He's like chocolate. All mine. Oh, I can't. I sniffed with my nose in the sky. Then we followed the uniformed man who clearly was our driver and enjoyed the privilege of watching him sweat over our luggage. But just as we came to the car, I stopped him. Excuse me, sir. What's the address of the hotel we're heading to? Both him and Gabby looked at me in surprise. It's in the Uptown Hudson, miss. The Post Oak Hotel. Post Oak Hotel. Y'all, in the comments, Google it for me. I don't know what that is. I don't know what Hudson is. I'm assuming the Hudson River, like near the Hudson River. I mean, the Houston? Wait, it is Houston. Bruh, they're in Texas. Bruh, I said the Hudson. It's Houston. Anywho. Okay, thank you, sir. That'll be all. I grabbed the trolley out of his hands before he could object and started walking towards the line of cabs. What the hell are you doing, Mia? Not getting kidnapped? She stopped for a moment, obviously trying to find any logical explanation. You're willing to choose a sweaty small cab instead of a luxury limo? Have you lost your mind? Oh, my mind works perfectly well. I just refuse to be kidnapped until we've been to the concert. You're kidding me. Instead of answering, I got a random cab driver to help me with our suitcase and bags and told him the address and looked at Gabby. Are you coming or not? I can't believe it. Wait, what'd you say? I can't believe it. It was a joke. Stuff like that doesn't happen to normal people. You said it yourself. And I am naive and still a virgin, remember? So forgive me, but I'm going to live a little before I surrender to a life in utter pain until we both die and end up like rotted corpse somewhere in an unknown forest. Get your ass here. We're gonna meet Michael and get the D. I can't. I freaking love that chapter. And that's the end of the chapter. Okay? Purr. She said, and we're gonna get that D. Okay? That's what's up. I guess that's the goal. I'm gonna make an end prediction. So, prediction. Okay? I think as soon as they get to the hotel, since there's signs up, Michael, right? That means he's there. So, when we get to the hotel, hopefully the hotel room is right next to his. And then, when he texts her in the next episode, hopefully, he gonna tell her to meet him at the hotel room. If you know what I'm saying. But I guess that's my prediction for the day. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know what other stories y'all want to... Let me know what stories y'all want me to read. You see, I love getting comfortable with the camera. I feel like I'm talking to somebody. So all these little bleeps and cluts and whatever I do, it's just me being personal with y'all, because that's what we are. We are family. So yeah, and I'm also too lazy to edit. But that's not the point here, you know? So yeah, you already know we gotta get it. We gotta get it. We gotta get it. Period. And yeah, make sure you're walking in the name of the step of the Lord. And yeah, I love y'all. Big purr. Bye.
Brand new Lamborghini, a cop car with a pistol on my hip like I'm a cop. Have you ever met a